So, in question number 4, that is, how are geographical indications protected on international level? Will discuss the very role of World Intellectual Property Organization WIPO and the very Paris Convention for the Protection of Industrial Property of 1883, the Lisbon Agreement for the Protection and International Registration of Geographical Indications, then trade related aspects of intellectual property right or treats and its provisions underlining from Article 22 to Article 24 of the agreement. So also World Trade Organization's role, its standing committee on the law of trademark, industrial designs and geographical indications, and also to import and international geographical indication goods and the very place of origin, such as the Egyptian cotton and the Budweiser issue, show a number of treaties administered by the World Intellectual Property Organization or WIPO provide for the protection of geographical indications, most notably the Paris Convention for the Protection of Industrial Property of 1883 and the Lisbon Agreement for the Protection of Appellation of Origin and their international registration. So also in addition, Article 22 to 24 of the Agreement on Trade Related Aspects of Intellectual Property Rights dealt with the international protection of geographical indications within the framework of the World Trade Organization or WT. WIPO, the World Intellectual Property Organization, is in agreement which deal partly or entirely with the protection of geographical indications with a number of international agreements, such in particular the Paris Convention for the Protection of Industrial Property and the Lisbon Agreement for the protection of appellations of origin and their international registration. Furthermore, through the work of the Standing Committee on the Law of Trademarks, Industrial Designs, and Geographical Indications, made up the representatives of member state and interested organizations. So, World Intellectual Property Organization explores new ways of enhancing international protection of geographical indications, and in that relation we'll discuss one international issue relating to, that is, Egyptian cotton, and as relating to that we'll discuss there are many examples of successful use of geographical indications. One example from developing countries is Egyptian cotton. So, the reasons for superior quality of Egyptian cotton is because its year-round moderate climate which is conducive to cotton plantation. Due to its superior quality, Egyptian cotton has won worldwide recognition. In 1926, the Egyptian government recognized the value of this product and they imposed strict control on the cotton seeds to make sure they were not mixed with others of lower quality. The Egyptian Ministry of Economy and Foreign Trade, along with Alexandra Cotton Exporters Association, jointly registered it in 2001, an international trademark which is known as the Madrid system number, and that very number is 75605 A 6-digit Madrid system number is given to Egyptian cotton. Today, Egyptian cotton can only be used under license agreement, and in another case that is also having an issue relating to geographical indication in international label, and that was in between United States of America and the Czech Republic relating to Budweiser wine, and in that connection we'll discuss the most another important example is the trademark of Budweiser in the United States. Even though this trademark has been in use since 1876, the Czech Republic claimed that the name was derived from their city town of Czechs, Budweiser, and that is in Czech Republic and which got the trademark Budweiser cancelled under the pressure of Czech Republic in Austria, Israel, Portugal, and Switzerland. But the United States believes that fast in time, fast in sight principle should be applied to conflicts between trademarks and geographical indications, and in relation to some other international GI or geographical indications relating to certain agricultural products which are associated to their place of origin, such as Champagne and Bordeaux. These two are the very regions or provinces in France. So also Chianti, it is also a region in Italy, and these are the provinces or regions in France and Italy which are famous for wines, and these brands are got geographical indication tags. So an international label, a very protection provided to those agricultural goods or natural goods or manufactured goods to their place of origin or locality are protected under the TRIPS or trade related aspects of intellectual property rights under Article 22 to Article 24 of the TRIPS Agreement and all these conventions or the very standing committee on the law of trademarks, industrial designs, and geographical indications are falling under the World Trade Organization, which is the body on international level to regulate, control, and protect all those goods or trademarks or any kind of intellectual property rights falling under the TRIPS agreement, as we found the very provisions of Article 22 to Article 24 of the TRIPS agreement are strongly in support of providing protection and enhanced protection with penalties for the offenses committed in violation of any registered geographical indications goods, either it may be agricultural goods or maybe natural goods or maybe manufactured goods.